filmmaker.
Here joining us in studio is Lisa Ray. Lisa's so excited about this project. Thank you so much for joining us.
I am. I'm excited to be here back with you, Mohit.
Okay, so let's get right into this.
Veteran
yes,
of your
it's true. You have,
interviews.
4 or 5 times. No, this is the 4th interview I've had with you. I've had the pleasure to do with you, and it's only because you keep pumping out all these great films.
Pumping out.
Yeah. Is that a good word to use?
No, it is. It
turning
is,
out,
but it
maybe?
also, yeah, I think turning. Well, because to me that implies that it's like a factory. That's
well,
more. That's more Bollywood.
Right.
Bollywood pumps out films.
Okay, so let's get right get right into the world unseen.
Yeah.
Had you read the book prior to reading the script or hearing about the script for this?
Yeah,
one?
I did. It's actually it's kind of an interesting genesis because when I was a drama school student in London, is the very first time when I met Hanan, the producer of the film. Oh. And this was before they had a director attached, but they were sort of pre-casting. Mm-hmm. And I was so green. I had no clue what it meant to, like, be called in on it wasn't an audition, but it was a meeting. But I hadn't even read the script. Oh. So I sat down in front of her and, and we had this little chit-chat. And then finally she sort of divined that I had no clue what the story was about.
Right.
And but I'm very open. So I was like, yeah, I haven't read the script, but you wanted to meet me, so here I am.
And so how many years later did the project actually come to fruition?
And then cut to, I guess it's not that long, but 3 or 4 years later, we were actually working on the film.
Okay.
So, but in between, after that meeting, I went home and I was very particular about reading the novel that the script is based on, and then obviously eventually the script.
And you mentioned that you just finished shooting this in June.
Yeah.
And now here we are in September.
It's incredible and unheard of, really.
Yeah, Now, Sheetal Seth, your co-star in the film, or one of your co-stars in the film, has had a similar approach to picking roles. She's picked very different roles. She's done a lot of TV in the U.S. as well. What was the chemistry like between you guys on set?
Well, we were, I enjoy being around actors. I'm a sponge. Or a vampire, whichever way we want to look at it. I love to just watch other actors' processes. So, this was an intense film. I mean, to be honest, I was very much in character through most of the film. So in between shots, I kind of just kept to myself. Mm-hmm. But I loved working on this film.
And you had a chance to actually go back to South Africa to shoot. And you've had chances to shoot now, I guess, in Europe or in India and South Africa and in Canada.
Yeah.
As an actor, how's
non-stop for the last little while.
What's that experience like as an actor? Is it a blessing? Would you rather just shoot in studios somewhere?
No. I love it. I relish it. And I kind of put the intention out there, or the message out there, that, I really enjoy that because it gives me an opportunity and a great insight into a completely different culture or way of life. It's really important to be on location. But, add to that, I've also been very nomadic for most of my life. So I'm very used to being in completely new situations, and I'm very adaptable.
Now, the Toronto Film Festival obviously is your own.
But this is home territory.
Right.
This is great.
And that's what I was getting to. You've become the new darling for the Toronto Film Festival.
Am I really?
If I may say, yeah, we
May
declare
I wear
it right
crown?
now. Right now, we declare it. And in doing so, you've chosen so many different roles. But with The World Unseen, it's yet again a completely different character.
Different.
How do you sort of bestow the faith in your director that they're not going to, especially after the success of Water? How do you sort of put that assurance in a director that they'll
I have no clue. We have no control as an actor, but that's why I invest in the process. For me, it's extremely important. And you see, really, I have only been professionally acting for 3 years, so I'm hugely blessed. Like, I would say, really, drama school I finished in September 2004.
So post Bollywood Hollywood?
That's post Bollywood Hollywood. Okay. Bollywood Hollywood, I mean, it was a fantastic experience, and I had Deepa at sort of guiding me, but I had no clue what I was doing, So I took it upon myself to really invest in myself and in the craft. So that's why I say, really 3 years. That's kind of the guide mark, the landmark for me.
And
so I try and, I work by instinct, right? Instinctually, I love to collaborate, and I love to work with auteurs or directors that have a very particular point of view.
And let's rewind a little bit earlier this year to March and sort of the whole hoopla associated with, I guess, the end of the run of Water and being in LA, etc. Is there anything about that experience that will always remain with you? Because it's an experience that very few actors really get to have. Yeah,
I'm still absorbing it. To be honest, I really am. I like to take my time to absorb experiences. And, you know, I mean, water is just, it's a gift. It's an incredible journey. And I'll always, and I'm also very lucky that I have, you know, that Deepa put her faith in me. And I consider her a mentor and a friend. So I'm already very, very blessed. So it's been an incredible run, and then, you know, culminating with the Oscars. But it keeps going, by the way. Like, I've been invited to, like, a film festival in Tokyo and in Palestine and, you know, places like that. And I'm so proud of the film, and I always will be. You know, it's a milestone for me. But at the same time, then, you know, simultaneously with all of the promotions that were going on, I was working on other films.
Right.
So for the last 2 years, it's been a little bit manic for me.
It's work, 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 and we'd be remiss if we didn't mention the other film that you have at the Toronto Film Festival, All Hat.
Yeah.
Which is an entirely different character again. Can you tell us briefly about that film?
It's a completely different film. It's a Canadian sort of, I don't know, updated take on a Western, you know. It's got like this racehorse caper kind of a aspect to it. It's great, you know. I'm playing like a farm girl called Etta Parr. Some great, talented actors in it. And it's a really, really fun film. But it's also got like sort of, it's got a message behind it as well.
Great. Well, we'll obviously be chatting with you a little bit more closer to that release. But for now, The World Unseen is playing at the Toronto Film Festival.
Yeah.
People will have a chance to check it out this week.
I hope they do. It's a great story.
And will you be at the screenings?
For sure.
Good. So you can come up and say hi to Lisa Ray herself and tell her what you think about the film. And it's playing. You can log on to the TIFF website, the Toronto International Film Festival website, tiff07.ca, like it says on the screen, to find out how you can see the film.
I think there's a trailer online as well.
Oh, there is. Yeah, and we're going to continue to show clips and hopefully get a chance to chat with the director.
Thanks for your support.
No, my pleasure. And come back.
Did you like the film?
Yeah, I love the film. It was great.
I love doing this.
I can't wait to tell more people to watch it, which I just did. Yeah, the film was great. So The World Unseen is playing at the Toronto International Film Festival. Always a pleasure to chat with you. And please come back anytime.
Thanks, Mark.
There's much more coming up on the program, so please stay with us.